Now, you mentioned you're exposed across 180 countries with global presence. It's been a huge news week. We are tracking all the tariff announcements coming through from the Trump administration. I know you're only just 1 week into the job, but what is the initial thinking here? What is going to be your strategy to deal with these trade policies?
Sure. Clearly, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and I think the markets are reacting as such. For us, it's really to assess the policy. But also the details of the policy. I think there's very well publicized in terms of the rates, in terms of the tariffs across 185 countries. And we're also seeing reciprocal tariffs from certain other countries. For us, really to assess the details around the supply chain. The supply chain is very complex in terms of components moving from different parts of the world. And for us, it's important for us to know what the details of that. A lot of our components, actually, input costs are also from the U.S. So how does the U.S. treat that as part of what is being re-exported back into the U.S.? I think it's important for us to assess. We have 30 manufacturing sites across the world. We have our own ability, plus our partnership with the ODMs. And for us to have the manufacturing across all 5 continents is also an advantage for us to be flexible and very agile in this environment.
So you mentioned over 30 factories or sites where you are manufacturing your products, including Brazil, China, Germany, just to name a few, the U.S. as well. Where are you going to be making your U.S. products?
For us, we've been manufacturing to the U.S. and other places in terms of where we think is most cost competitive. And currently, we're assessing what the policy is as it relates to the U.S. I know there has been recently a tariff on Mexico, for example, but suddenly it's been delayed. And so for us, evaluating that and seeing where we can put our investment, we're waiting for dust to really settle down.
I've seen this report about PC models for India to be made locally in 3 years. Can the same be done for the U.S. to have it domestically made?
India's had a very long track record of a low-cost center. They're very good with IT outsourcing, and now in recent years, also on the manufacturing side, starting to pull in the supply chain as well. For us, in terms of the U.S., we do have a manufacturing site there. We also have experience in Japan in terms of from a manufacturing perspective. Now, there is an end market demand in Japan where made in Japan does command a premium price. And so that has worked out well for us to continue to bring our scale and leverage that and expertise to help the Japan companies to keep manufacturing in there. And so we can bring that expertise around the world, and that's why we also are bringing that to the Middle East recently.
Yeah, you bring up the Middle East and, of course, the strategic partnership with Alat. Maybe it's timely as well as even more strategic because I take note that the tariffs on Saudi Arabia, just 10%. How much more meaningful is this partnership now?
Yeah, no, the partnership is very meaningful for both sides. The Saudi government would like to build an alternative industry to diversify from an oil-based economy. And for them, this is Alat's investment is part of PIF. And so PIF, for us, this is the second largest investment for them globally in technology sector, as we understand. And so this is very strategic for both sides. For the first time, we open up a shareholder base of greater than 5%. And so PIF will own, or Alat will own greater than 10% in our company with a board seat upon this investment. We are not only going to build a manufacturing facility in the Middle East, but also have a regional headquarters there, R&D centers, and a flagship retail space as well. So we have a lot of strategy going there and leveraging the growth and the initiatives from the KSA government, but into the very exciting region for us and creating a new region for us to grow going forward.